Hello everyone! In this video, I'll be explaining some of my personal favorite quality of life tips and tricks while playing Runescape. Jumping right into this, we have how to hide your familiar options. Let's say you're fighting some chickens. You might have a hard time trying to loot, or click on chickens because your pack mammoth is just taking up too much space, and you accidentally click on your familiar instead. You can actually hide those options so that you won't accidentally click on your familiar while trying to do something else. What you're going to do is you're going to open up your options, go to combat and action bar, then to attack options, and then toggle on hide familiar options. This will completely take away all of those options to store or interact with your familiar, allowing you to click right through them. You are still able to get to your pet's inventory by right-clicking the little familiar options button here, then selecting follower details. It'll bring up this little box with your summons info, then you just click the last button here to loot at what they're holding. Continuing with the summoning theme, my next tip is on key binding your summon's special ability. This will be especially helpful when you're using familiar scrolls during combat. Normally, you would either click the special ability icon on your pet interface, or you can set it up so you can press the summon icon next to your summoning points on your hotbar. You can change what you want it to do when you click the summon icon by right-clicking the icon and selecting follower interaction, then choose whatever you want it to do when you click. I like to keep the special move selected so that I can just click that button to heal. But you can also take this one step further by key binding the summon icon button to a key. All you need to do is open settings, click controls, scroll way down to the bottom of the action bar tab, and add whatever you want your familiar action to be key bound to. When you press that key, it will act as if you press the summon icon on your hotbar. You can add lodestone teleports to your hotbar for faster teleporting. There is this kind of neat feature that allows you to change the sky in the world. Doing this can drastically change the brightness of the area that you're in. A good example of how much it changes the brightness is the Sulphanum Slayer dungeon. Upon entering it, it changes to this almost night-looking sky with a very thick fog. If you right-click on the World Map button, you can select Skybox, Filters, and then experiment around with the different filters. I personally like Eclipse. It's a pretty bright one, and it gives a big eclipsed sun in the background, which also looks really cool reflecting off the water if your graphics are high enough to see. Rather than trying to click something on the ground in order to open the area loot box and pick up all the drops on the ground, there is a keybind to open the area loot box without having to click something on the ground. Open your settings, go to controls, scroll all the way to the bottom of the action bar, and just add whatever button you want your keybind for area loot to be. There is an option to automatically use regenerate once you leave combat. To turn this on, you'll open up settings, go to combat and action bars, then to action bar, then toggle automatically trigger regenerate. Here is a tip that is great for quick inventory management while doing a task, and that is high alching and disassembling with the buttons on your backpack box. As long as you have the runes to cast high level alchemy, you can just simply drag the item you want to alch into your coin pouch icon. The same thing goes for disassembling items. Any items you want to disassemble, you can just drag the item you want to disassemble right into the Invention Materials icon. Something that is even less known is that the Explorer's Ring you get from completing Lumbridge achievements also works for this quick alching trick. As long as you have the ring on you, whenever you drag an item to the coin pouch icon, it will use one of the 15 charges of high alch it has, completely saving you the runes. There is an option to automatically destroy vials once you drink the last dose, so you no longer have to drop them. To toggle this on, you go to Settings, Interfaces, Inventory, then toggle as many of the Destroy Empty Containers buttons as you want. I hope that this video taught you something that will save you time and make the game more enjoyable for you all. I really enjoy the tricks that help me save time. If there's some really good tips that you know and would suggest, help everyone out and add them to the comments for us all to learn. Well, Thank you all very much for watching, and I wish you all happy gaming.